Okay, hello, welcome. We're going to be continuing this Warhammer 2 Total War. And I have to resize the window, as always. There. And there. Okay. So, last time on our campaign, yes, we had just taken Couronne and L'Anguille and kicked Luan Leoncoeur to the curb. There is no more king. Long live the king. And long live the eternal king. Or, can we call ourselves that? Vlad von Carstein calls himself the eternal king. The Red Duke. I don't know. What would that be in French? Oh, what's the French word for king? I feel like I should know that. Hold on. Pardon me. Also, I'm just finishing a biscuit. Pardon that. King to there it is. French. Roy. So I suppose it would be called Le Rouge Roy? Le Roy Rouge. Okay. The other way around. Anyway. So yes, the Red Duke has taken Couronne. We're sitting here nice, along with Marius Paquet, a necromancer with a bunch of skeletons and zombies. We also have down here our third lord, or rather our second lord, because with this one we recruited third, but this one also is Malabord, the Black Serpent, who is currently guarding Mousillon against Bordelot. And so, yes, we're also going to have to be dealing with this.
I am a lord of Bretonnia. Never.
Whysofurious de Artois is looking at L'Anguille, and he's probably going to take it. So, then we'll just have to take it back. He's just got an army of peasant bowmen, which are a bit more of a threat since I added the mod defensive stakes. So, they're troublesome for our cavalry. Though they do tend to just place them and move on. But, oh well. Yes, and I'm building walls in Couronne so that we can get a bit of a better garrison here. And we should actually be getting a unique unit here for next turn. Or be able to get one as a regiment of renown. And I think I ended just before I was going to end turn. We also have the mod, a number of mods, all made by the same mod author. Let me just get their name, because I do try and make an effort to call these damned mod authors out. The damned was just for comedic purposes, though I suppose it wasn't very funny. I apologize. So we have Insidious Corruption, Chaos Camps, those Savages, and the Chaos Within, and I believe those are all made by the same mod author, Anindel, Anyndel. And while I haven't fought any of those armies myself, we have been seeing them in the log list per turn, and they seem to pop up fairly frequently. Fractions destroyed. Yeah, Risen Undead. And Forest Goblins. So, they do pop up, and the AI is dealing with them. Though I haven't had to deal with any myself, personally. I also did have a look at the mod of Men and Monsters. I loaded up a game briefly to have a look at the units. And it does work with the expanded rosters mods. Though there is a bit of overlap there. It adds Gorgons, and I do think that the Gorgon model for the of Men and Monsters mod is nicer than the expanded rosters model, unless it changed recently. the expanded rosters model for the Gorgon is a large Minotaur, whereas it's just a large Minotaur. But whereas the one for the Of Men and Monsters mod is also a large Minotaur, but it's actually got 4 arms, which is interesting. It's also got regeneration, I noted, and they were balanced differently. They had different stats. This is the thing. I could load the game with both of them. Though I didn't try with the campaign. I don't have it active now, but I was looking in custom battle, and they both work side by side, but there's overlap. So I had both Gorgon units available, as well as both Tuskor chariot units available. I kind of like some of the Skaven ones. Not so much the End Times units, not for any particular reason. Other than they're not from the Fantasy Battles rulebook, they're from the End Times thing, but it did add rat swarms, which is neat, and giant rats. Giant rats is something I miss. Rat swarms, kind of. A whole bunch of armies in Warhammer Fantasy Battles had swarms. They were a thing, I think, in 4th or 5th edition. And they were like swarms, masses of very small critters. Rats for Skaven, tomb scarabs. They were like scarabs and dead beetles for the Tomb Kings. Snakes and frogs and lizards and all that for the Lizardmen. And it was just like a mass of creatures which they could send at the enemy. I think, what were they for the greenskins? Were they snotlings for the greenskins? Maybe. But they were just little critters, and they were unbreakable, but they had a crumbling mechanic on them. So when they lost combat, they would lose wounds. But they had a lot of wounds. They were there for, like, tar pit purposes. Though they weren't that damaging themselves. Skaven rats you could actually give poisoned attacks to, I think. As an upgrade. Anyway. I kind of miss that it doesn't have them, because having hordes of rats with your army would be neat, but slaves fill up that role, and, you know, I never used swarms in the tabletop. Their time had passed, and they weren't really a thing. When I was playing, you just use units of slaves. Any new mods today? No. I haven't added any new mods. I tried not to add new mods while the campaign's going. Which I suppose is part of the reason why I keep the campaigns I've been doing recently for new factions rather short, about 5 episodes. In case I have new mods which I want to try out. But yeah, I mean, it's because there's quite a few factions I'd like to cover. And if I do long campaigns with each of them, we'll be here for years. Which is fine. I mean, I like this game, but keep things short and succinct, and perhaps people in the future can vote on whether they want me to revisit a faction and do a longer campaign as them. Anyway. So. Chill for it. You're going to be a pain. Are you going to attack Leoness? Leoness has a small garrison. You have a trebuchet. Mousillon has a large settlement. Albrecht is alright. Do I want to move Malabord into Leoness? Get some more zombies for you. Force march you over there. Your vote already goes to Skaven. Well, that's fine. I enjoyed the Skaven. I tend to like to play as Clan Scryer, though Clan Pestilence is looking very appealing with the changes to Plague. The further changes to Plague. I played Skaven on the tabletop. I turn around and look at my desk behind me and it's got my Skaven army arrayed all over it. About 2,000 points of the little blighters, and I didn't end up painting all of them. So many Skaven. They're the old models too, so they look like furry monkeys with tails, which are a massive pain to line them up with.
Yes, let us parley.
You want a peace treaty? You know what? Yes. I'm going to accept that. We're going to be strategic about this. We are bloodthirsty vampire. However, we're a cunning, bloodthirsty vampire, and when possible, I feel like we're going to try and get vasselhood with the other Bretonnian factions. That will be even more humiliating for them than just wiping the floor with them. You know, they have to declare their loyalty to a vampire of all things, and it will undermine the Bretonnians' chivalry code completely, because they can't, you know, they'll be lying them to themselves the whole time. They'll be valorous, but they declare a monster as their king, as they'll see it, so. Evil plots. Well, but yes. Because Skaven, tend to play as Clan Scryer because they get the warp bombs and all that. Clan Pestilence is fun. Clan Moors is fine. They're kind of plain. They're just, you know, Skaven. I haven't played as Clan Rictus that much. I think once. They're kind of even more plain than Clan Wars. Clan Eshin is neat, with Deathmaster Snikch. Also the units they get now, which makes it a bit more interesting. Clan Moulder would be fun. I hope they add Clan Moulder and Throp the Unclean. I kind of hope for Throp more than Thankwall. Foolish Vainglory. We'll see who's the fool. But yes. I suppose anything, I would like to have my own Skaven faction in the game. I can have Clan Bloodfang, as I called it, attacking the other factions.
No, none shall live.
Anyway. There's a mod that adds the mechanics for Norska. Defeat their last settlement and you can force them to be your vassal. Am I using dry range reskin? No, I use the uniform and heraldry mods series.
Bring their life force.
Then dry range reskins. But from what I've seen, they're very good too, as well. I don't know for any particular reason. I don't know. They're just the ones which I ended up getting. So, Malabord, you can move up. As from Norska. The mechanics from Norska. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, subjugation. Like, for the Chaos Warriors in Norska, where they have the last settlement, then you can, like, subjugate them under your rule.
Wipe them out.
Okay. I suppose we'll just try and bully them into joining us. I mean, as we found, I got Lothern to vasselhood me when to be my vassal when I was playing as Albion. So you know, that's kind of a what's it called? Replenished my faith in the mechanic a bit. Or maybe it hasn't, because that was just completely out of nowhere. Dry range reskin adds variety. Uniforms and heraldry is just lawful heraldry. I think uniforms and heraldry add some like variance amongst units. I think for the Skaven clans it adds a few variations. Like Clan Eshin looks a bit more sneaky. Clan Moors, they have a bit more heavy armor on their clan rats. Just visually, of course. Clan Pestilence, they look a bit more plaguey. But yeah. I like it because of the shield variation the High Elves get and all that. Tony also, they get like the different shields of all the duchies around the place in the unit. So, I have to have a look at dry range, so. Anyway, some other things are just more subtle. It's just like, the peasant's armor looked a little bit tattier, or a little less uniform. Which is something I appreciate. I think it does the same with the dwarves, where their units look like They have some more leather armor on their units here and there.
Peasant bowmen.
On like art on the like the quarrelers or the
By the lady.
on the axe dwarves and all that.
All men. Shields. Aye.
Okay. You go there. You go there. Grave guard, go there.
Undead knights.
You go there.
Paladin of Bretonnia.
There. Look at that. A field trebuchet.
Loyal and true.
Yeah, sure. You keep telling yourself that. And do you know who you're fighting for?
Paladin
I
of
suppose he's loyal and true to me. That works.
We serve the king.
Yes.
Aye.
I'm the king, don't forget that.
Hero of Bretonnia.
Also makes all the females look way better, especially the vampires. I'm not overly concerned about like that. I don't really mind the look of any of the models from Creative Assembly. Okay, who's this? That's Mousillon. I wish it told me the Lord name! Oh, come on. Just have like Mellorborn and the other guy. Whatever his name is. So I can tell which army is which.
I go.
Okay, that's Mellorborn up there. Okay.
Vampire lord.
Trebuchet, move up. You. Move over here. Mellorborn, you go over here. Let's actually have a look at Mellorborn. We haven't seen him yet in battle. Yep, that's definitely a dark, evil looking knight. Perhaps the black could be a little bit brighter. I mean, the thing is that if you have a black which is too black, it tends to sort of just blot out any detail. Ooh, hello. Oh, you're moving up on the hill. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. They stuck all the stakes in the ground. Oh no, they have a trebuchet. Where's the trebuchet? There it is. Okay, move there. Mellorborn, move there. Oh, we have more zombies as well. Okay. You have almost 100 mods, considering I merged a lot of them. Most 16 mods merged are from Anindil. I don't have that many, but yeah.
Paladin of Bretonnia.
I think... Damn it! This trebuchet. Go get it. Stop it from messing up my units, it's hurting.
Right away. Leg it. Gotta move on.
Okay.
Swiftly.
Good. I mean, they left their catapult out in the open. Wavering. Broken. And deal with the last few. Good, they're shattered. Okay, oh yeah. All the spears are dying because they're getting scared. That works. That's like our units are spending the time to cut the stakes off. Yeah. Explain it away that way. Zombies. You're all part of one mob. Do that. You and you. I've actually got a unit of archers there.
Ready.
Do this.
Doing your bidding.
Skeletons. this. Do that. There's another unit of zombies there. Peasants. Just line at the back there. You go there. Necromancer, you can go there. Black Grail Knight, you go there. Mellowboard, you go there. What do you sound like?
Night has fallen.
Okay.
Peasant bowman! Quick now!
Like that. Okay. Oh, you're in position. The zombies are a tad useless after the early game. They're too slow to be useful. Yeah. I like keeping units of the weaker units in my army. Just for like thematic purpose. I mean, I will, if I'm playing as like Skaven, I'll keep some Skaven slaves in my army. Though with my main lord's army, I will tend to swap the slaves out for clan rats, at least. But I might swap the zombies out for skeletons. I don't like making stacks of just elite units though. So I like to keep hold of some of the weaker ones, because, you know, make do with less, I suppose, is my thoughts of it. Okay, where's these knights? Knights of the Realm are there. They're anti-large. Spearmen at arms. What do they all look like? Oh. They're all hiding in the forest. So yeah, this is part of the uniforms and heraldry. It just adds the symbol, the you know, heraldry of Artois on their shields. Though it also adds, like, you know, the hoods aren't all coloured the same. It, like, breaks it up a bit so they look a bit... They don't look as uniform. Like, the top part there. The knights look good. They have all the different heraldry and colours on them. They've actually managed to have it so that the horses match the cavalry. Nice. So they have the same colour on their horse. This is what Bretonnia was great for looking like on the tabletop. You just had a unit of cavalry and they're all colourful. All the different heraldry all over them. Skeletons have the same usefulness as zombies after the early game. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I find they're useful just because you can recruit them quickly. They're cheap. Eventually, they have free upkeep. And, I don't know. You can just mob the enemy in numbers. Drown them in zombies. Tire them out and deal with them with other things. I mean, zombies are slow, but like this. They're charging by zombies. Chuck zombies at their, cavalry. Who cares? They're there to die. It's like the slaves, Skaven slaves on tabletop. You're just like, well, they're just slaves. Chuck them at a problem. If they kill something, good. If they don't, well, they're not there to kill. They're there to just hold the enemy and, let your better units get into position. Not that I won too many battles on the tabletop, but...
With haste. Victory is assured.
Okay, zombies, go over here. You go here. You charge. Actually, go over there. You two go there. Ugh.
Right against us.
Okay. Let's just move on. Charge!
Blood Knights! Whysofurious!
That's a good blob to cast this on. Right there. Weaken them.
Magic!
Motherboard, can you deal with Whysofurious?
Peasant bowman!
Zombies. Get through that gap. You're just sitting there getting shot to pieces. Oh. Okay, good. Those knights are dealt with. Zombies. Move up there.
Swiftly!
Just charge the peasants. Break them. Let's get a good action shot of this. Ride them down. Peasant. Oh, look at him. He's having fun. Good lord, do I regret getting up today? Bam. Oh boy. I like how far they fly. Oh, it's just like, thonk. They're all phasing through each other though. He's got his sword out.
We must have blood! Blood Knights!
Where is the red duck?
Vampire Lord!
Oh, there he is. He's chasing down some peasants.
Blood Knights! All life must end!
Yes, yes.
Ever faithful!
Who's holding on? Oh, the peasants. Well.
Blood Knights! Give them death!
Hey, Red Duke! Go after, Whysofurious there.
Blood Knights!
Hooyah! I duel you! If only you're facing the other way. How many shields blocking him? Poke. There's some good animations for them fighting each other. Like, let's see. Go. That looks pretty good. It's like, oh no! My death has come to me.
Vampire Lord!
Oh. Elsith! The peasants are coming! We must save our liege!
I thirst! Undeath ascendant!
Nope.
Time to feast!
Where are my blood knights? Where'd they run off to? Oh, there they are.
I hunger! Life ends!
He did end up killing the, Whysofurious. Oh well. Chase down those peasants. Again, I didn't use the lance formation. I keep forgetting it's there. I like the ghostly trails on their feet. It's just like the normal Black Knights, but it's a neat effect. Oh, the peasants are all running off the battlefield. Oh well. Okay. Decisive victory. Cool. Oh no, a unit of zombies died. However, will we recover? 114 kills for the Blood Knights. 117, 133. I kind of feel like the image for this could be a bit different. Like, I mean, the problem is, I think this is the image for the Grail Guardians. And Grail Guardians are really, really good. But these are just Black Knights, which are cavalry. And they're not Grail Knights, so it is changed slightly. They've got like spooky fog behind them and the horse has glowy eyes. But I still get thrown off by it. It's probably because there's not another Bretonnian knight with a sword and shield. So maybe you could, like, I don't know, use the Black Knight, the Black Knight image from Vampire Counts, but Photoshop a Bretonnian helmet on them or something. Maybe that might not look very good. The cards are so small you can't really make out, you know, quality of a Photoshop anyway, but rant, complain. I do more than that. No, it's not. It's critiquing. That's I've already made that joke. Okay. Yep, occupy Langil again. Mission successful! Hey. We get Lichbone Pennant. 25% magic resistance for an assigned unit. Also, some diplomatic relations with the Barrow Legion. And we get a Talisman of Endurance. Lovely. And Stalker of Arden. If only the Duke wasn't too honourable to hide, then perhaps he could defend the Forest of Arden. Weapon strength plus 15%, and leadership aura size plus 25% during forest battles. Specific, and I don't know what it counts as a forest battle. I suppose if you fight in an area like this.
More sleep shines.
Okay, metal board. You can get I'm gonna get you Orcasin. That's quite nice. I only complain all video long when somebody randomly plays the game. Try not to complain.
Now, darkness comes.
Black Grail Knight. Can we give you a barded skeletal steed? Yeah, sure. I was going to keep you on foot, but you are a Black Grail Knight. And the Red Duke. We shall give you... I'd give you Beguile. Wind of Death would be nice, actually. My armies are looking like the ones the AI makes, 3 stacks close to one another. Hey, they're reinforcing each other. There's more purpose behind it. Oh. Let's see. I'll get you... Invocation of Nehek. I do miss... I think I've said before, but I do kind of miss from Medieval 2 being able to create armies not led by a lord. Ooh, there's a lot of dead here. All those peasant archers are going to be put to good use. Sure, get skeleton. And we can rebuild... Foster Terror. Okay.
Valiant Lord.
Friendly with you. Or at least at peace with you, not friendly. And can we actually get... Ah, we can. We can get Black Grail Knights. We just need money. They're expensive. Nearly 400 upkeep. And 2,232 to recruit, but it's a unit of 12. Perfect vigor, they cause fear. They don't have the, Icon of Devotion. I would have expected them to have the, like, you know, False Blessing or something. What's it called? Yeah, the False Grail's Blessing, or something like this. Like a alternative to the, Blessing of the Lady. Now we're gonna have a rebellion problem. Oh well. Ooh! Also, we got another Blood Kiss! Hey, how about that? We can actually, get a, Lord now. So, we might not recruit him straight away, because we're still a little tight in money, but... sure. Fallen Knight. I think we actually get 2 different types of lords from this. I think we can get, like... Fallen... Prophetess, or something like that. Lamy and Vampire Lady can mount a dragon, and is very strong. Yeah! I haven't actually done too much with these in my other games. I tend to focus on just von Karstad's because I want to get the you know, the Sylvanian crossbows and all that for flavor purposes. I haven't fiddled around too much with the other lords. It would be fun to have a Necrarch action around somewhere. There was also that mod which added the Strigoi. I have to wonder whether that's... I did have that at one point. That was done pretty well. That was an interesting mixture of, like, skirmish infantry and backed up by monstrous Strigoi. But I think we'll go with the Fallen Knight, just because this is the new one, and I'd like to see what it's like. So, we get tax rate plus 10% for that. There we go. And what type of lord do we get for this? Jerome Gagnier, Fallen Knight, Infinite Hatred. Ooh, jeez. Driven by bloodlust beyond mortal comparison, the vampire fights with an intensity that turns aside the most skilled parry or stoutest shield. Attribute Unbreakable when fighting against humans. Passive ability Berserk. Okay, so he gets the Norscan Berserk ability, which does mean he ends up rampaging, but that's pretty cool. And melee attack plus 4 when fighting against humans for the Lord's army. That's nice. That's really nice. Unbreakable just means... Actually, yeah, if he's fighting against humans, Unbreakable means that he won't suffer from crumbling or disintegrating, which is pretty nice. I'll try and... Part of the reason why I got the Necromancer Lord up here is because I kind of only want to get the vampires from the bloodlines. I don't want to recruit like a Strigoi Ghoul King, so if I need another army and I don't have the blood points to spend, I'll try and recruit a Necromancer, just so that we make use of them. Because otherwise it's all just vampires, because they're just better than the Necromancers. Oh! Couronne! Those Bretonians still have some fight in them. Let us quash them. Order Dracona and the Strigoi mod by the same modder don't work too well with Mixu Cataf mods. That might be why I stopped using it. It was a good mod from what I remember. It added... Oh jeez. I don't forget... I forget... Because he had like the Strigani, which are the displaced people of the Strigoi Empire. Is the Lord for the Strigoi called Couronne, or is that a Necroc? I can't remember. I could just actually check my Vampire Counts rulebook here, actually. I wonder if it's got anything about it in here. This is an older one. Well, I'd have to read probably a short story in it or something. Doesn't have any characters outside of the von Carsteins. Yep, okay.
You reek of anguish or hopelessness. Yes, let us parley.
Bandits, rogue army. Missing string. I hope you find your string sometime. Is that rebel army which spawned? Okay. No. Missing string. Something needs to have their dialogue added. Hey, you're sieging Couronne already? You've just got like... Prey herds! Vampiric wars. Be at war with Marienburg. Okay. Go deal with these guys. They're just a bunch of mounted yeomen. Tear them down. Wow. Holy moly, how did they get so many kills? Auto-resolve? You disappoint me. They managed to kill Black Knights. And their mounted yeomen. Come on, game. Anyway. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. We won. That's all that matters.
Yes.
All you know is that you want Neferata to be put into the game. It would be fun to have Neferata so that Khalida can actually deal with her. And they have the silver, whatever it's called over here. Where is it? Yeah, here. Well, Lamia here, so. And also this. Oh, it's so cool having Desolation of Nagash. I haven't played a good campaign though as Ark in the Black where I've taken it. I took it, and then I was beset by like 6 full stack of dwarf armies, and I was just like, I can't deal with this. I have like 3 armies of Tomb Kings, and there's like 6 full stacks of dwarves, and Grombrindal on his own is a big problem. Oh, dwarves. Ooh, can I get... No! I have just a little bit too little income. I need more money. Okay, go here. Replenish. Go here. Go there. Okay, cool. And oh, we need 4,000 for that. We'll get it when we sack Artois. And imagine meeting someone and you just ask, how are you? And they answer, missing string. Why are you missing it? Do you have a fondness for string? It was inevitable. It is terrifying. I should use Tsar mods. He has a better auto-resolve to fix stupid things like that. I suppose it's just the cavalry being... Well, I mean... Okay, cavalry is better than the chaff I had. And I didn't have any anti-large. But, yeah, if I played it... That's why when I was playing as some of the weaker factions, naturally weaker factions, like the Halflings, or, Albion, or the Trolls, the Trolls aren't weaker, but because they have lower numbers, they're frequently outnumbered, but I would make the effort to actually play the battles, because I'd end up having a better result than the auto-resolve, because If I auto-resolved with trolls, I would probably lose quite a few trolls per battle, whereas if I actually play it, you know, they get the benefits of regeneration and you don't lose that many trolls because they all flee. That was fun. Gyrane's reskinning does add new look to Mousillon units, to skeletons especially. We do have a unique look for our skeletons in here. They have Bretonnian gear on and unique shields. I don't think it was always like that. I think at one point the Mousillon mod, or a Mousillon mod for Warhammer 1, just had generic looking skeletons and all that, but... I like that they have the Bretonnian theme to their undead. It'd be neat if you could have, like, the different colours when you raise units in certain areas, but you'd have to create just so many different variants for different regions. That's also similar to people, to being at, like, you know, if I'm playing as Reichland and I recruit units in Talabecland, I would like for the units in Talabecland to have the colours in Talabecland and not just be all Reichland, but as I said, that would, you'd have to have unique units for each region, I'm pretty sure. Or something like that, I think. Sure, get Master of the Dead. And... hey! Black Grail Knights. Pretty cool. Greater and more infamous than even the Blood Knights of the time, the Black Grail Knights are among the mightiest undead to have walked the old world. So yes, we actually get a bunch of unique regiments of renown playing as Mousillon, based on the different Bretonnian provinces we might capture or vassalize. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So the Dreadwings here, which I believe would be with Paravon, yep. We can get it if we conquer or vassalize Paravon, so we don't have to conquer them. But I like the look of these. I think they actually have the look of the models on the tabletop. I think the Black Grail Knights actually had a model on the tabletop. Disintegrating, Undead, Perfect Vigor, Cause Fear. What are their stats compared to Blood Knights? Okay, so they've got less health, but that's because there's only 12 in the unit. They have 20 less armor. They've still got a bronze shield. They have 7 less leadership. They have +2 speed, plus 15 melee attack, plus 12 melee defense. The same weapon strength. And they're anti-large as well. Oh, hang on. That's Blood Knights. Well, let's see. 23, 15, 12. 25, 13, 22. Okay, so 38, but it's... they're less anti-large and more armor-piercing. That's 15. This is 13. Yeah, okay, so they have a little bit more armor-piercing. 23. 25. A little less weapon damage. 22. 12. Okay. Isn't that, like... does that add up correctly? 25... 23. I suppose the bonus versus large is counted separately from the weapon strength. Yeah, because bonus versus large is just like bonus damage. Yep, okay, okay. So, slightly more armor piercing, slightly less weapon damage, and they lose, like, 10 points of bonus versus large. Which is fine, you want to keep these the anti-large special unit. They are still anti-large though, just not as much. And 82 charge bonus, 72. So they are better. They have a lot more melee attack and melee defense, which is very nice. I assume, since they're in a small squad like that, they have area of effect attacks, possibly? Like the what's it called has. the what do I need for this? 15. 50. The aspiring champions have, possibly. Be nice if they do. Please. Okay. Mellowboard and Red Knight, the Red Duke. Go there and raid. Are you maintaining control of there? Kind of. Lack of corruption. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have to keep that one there. Okay. End turn. I might want to look at the Empire Expanded mod. It does that. Oh, the, adding the unique units to each of the regions. Okay, it adds a lot more things like cultists. Thank you for recommending all these different mods. I might not get to them immediately, but just knowing about them helps. Let's see. Warhammer Empire Expanded. Ooh, what's going on? Oh, we're just following some armies around. Ordalo gets a military alliance with Paravon. They're probably going to turn against me. So what's this do? Hang on. Is this? Oh, this is for Warhammer 1. Here we go. The first one recommended from Google is for Warhammer 1. Which I haven't played since Warhammer 2 came out. There's no reason to. At this point, Warhammer 1, you buy it just to have the factions from Warhammer 1 available. Which is fine. Like $80. That's like Australian, that's like $20 per faction, which is I think about how much each of the faction packs is. Anyway. Let's see. Empire Expanded. Provincial regiments. Known Iron Company. Pardon me. Well, okay, cultists. Okay, so that's what that is. It's got cultists based on the different gods. So you've got cultists of Ulrich, Mor, Tal, and Manan. Expatriate troops is limited to access to Norse units in northern provinces, dwarf units in south provinces, elf units in Marienburg, Elf Town. Oh, that's neat. So yeah, that's like how Tylia, Stalia, and Border Princes work, where you can build a hiring or a tavern or something, and you can get a few dwarven units with like a cap on it. So you can get a dwarven cannon if you want, and some dwarven infantry. Just sort of gives a bit more flavor to the faction. New regiments of renown in local barracks for provinces. Regiment renown in a mercenary camp for paid regiments. Grudgebringers back. I wonder if that will work with the Ovian Lost factions, because that has Grudgebringers as a faction. I think the models for most of the Ovian Lost faction units are from other modders, with their with their permission. It doesn't have a full list of changes to it, but or is this? No? Okay. Yeah, that's what it does. It adds cultists, a few provincial regiments, and the expatriate troops, and some new regiments of renown, and the local state troop recruitment. What's this? Custom categories. Oh, cultists and empire regiments. What the heck is that thing? I'm looking at a screenshot here. I'll be done in a moment. It's got Sith Rionask Namishathia. Good lord, what a name. The Enclave at Sith Rionask Namishathia is also profitable for both elves and men. The sea elves are by far the world's greatest ocean travelers, and the carrying trade between the old world, Cathay, Ind, and the new world brings riches back to Ulthuan. Okay. Anyway. Oh no, forest goblins have been destroyed again. Brutal business. Hey, increased weapon strength. Okay, let's go and start getting, like, you know, free zombies and then free skeletons. Because that will help. It seems a bit too powerful sometimes, but... Hey, having free undead's pretty cool. Upkeep-wise, anyway. Get another unit of skeleton spears. And you... move down here. And you have to raid. And get more zombies. And skeletons and all that. So corruption's going up. Partly because of this, partly because of the Lord. Oh, hello. Huh, Brightbringer. Blightbringer. Well, you're not at war with me, but... the corruption spreads from Couronne. Okay, if you attack me, you don't have walls, so your garrison is really quite weak, and we could defeat it on the field. And we could defeat it in a siege also. Another board sounds like a normal lord there. He uses a vampire's lord in the battle. Or he's using a Bretonnian voice here when he's raiding. But he uses a vampire lord when you select him during a battle. Unless it is a vampire voice, doesn't really sound like it. Night goblins are destroyed again. Oh yeah, the land encounters are appearing on Ulthuan as well. Forest goblins are destroyed again. No. The AI seems to be keeping on top of them pretty well. Oh. Sylvania, get peace with the blood dragons. Did I add the corruption spawn and savages? Didn't I add the corruption spawn and savages? Didn't it seem like too often? Maybe? I mean... I don't know, I haven't encountered any of them myself. I assume it spawns them in multiple different areas around the world, it's just... I mean, I don't know, I don't have a hero. We'll have to have a look in the Empire and see what they're doing about it.
Destroy them, I will alone.
Okay, cool. Corruption has gotten high enough that public order is better, under control here. A bit better. Still lacking in money though. Raise taxes.
This better be important.
And get more zombies.
I will not blight my soul.
Unseen, we're busy killing all the peasants in the countryside and they're just raising them.
My bloodline calls.
I wish channeling got rid of attrition for us, but as well as we're not seeing too much of the vampire or the undead army spawning in Bretonnia lands because we're not spreading the corruption to neighbouring provinces. It's really just in provinces we control, and It doesn't spawn in provinces which vampire. The undead armies don't spawn in regions owned by undead, so that you're not always having to deal with undead armies roaming around your own regions. I think it spawns forest goblins in the Empire. I don't know, savage orcs in Lustria as well as in the Badlands. Beastmen in the Empire and all that. The insidious corruption does make them spawn, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. There is like an undead like horde thing which I haven't seen before up here. But as I said, we haven't spread corruption to a neighboring province to really be able to see whether they're suffering from whether they will spawn the armies there or not. Here they are. Let's see. There's Night Goblins again. There's the Lesser Dynasties, Risen Undead. Bandits, which I suppose is like Empire units. That would be the one which had missing string. So that would be just like bandits. Wild herds. Wild herds. And we get the Book of Archon, which we find in your local library. Need more money, but I don't have money because I'm spending it all on raising undead. Okay, I mean that's fine. Whatever. How are we going here? We have battering ram and no siege towers. I would like at least 2 lots of siege towers, so we're going to be sieging for like 2 more turns before I assault the walls. We have a lot of undead, so we could just crush them under the weight of bodies, which is always fun. That's the way the vampire count should be played. Hey look, no, there's an army. There's one. That's the Risen Undead. Can I pause this in some way? And select them? No. Oop. I'd like to see what they're made up of. And it does seem like they're not a full-sized army. They're just like a unit of... It's just like an army with 6 units in it, which is nice to see. Probably why they're getting defeated so easily. They're just... so quickly. They're just little armies here and there. Yes, yes. You want a peace treaty? Back to Mousillon with you. Go now, and we will not pursue. Yeah, fine. The Grail Knights gather. A sign we should accept. Yes, they do gather. Under my banner. I will deal with you soon. I mean, I wonder whether Artois would be more willing to vassalize with me because I'm sieging them currently. Ooh, foreign trespasser, mindless vampire. Oh, I see. That's the they've moved over here. I suppose they can do that. They've moved from where they spawned into my territory. We're gonna have to put them down like the wild dog they are. That's fine. I do like the idea of like necromancers appearing and raising undead. It's just like, oh, they're just a necromancer. They don't attached to any faction in particular. They're just taking advantage of all the bodies.
Desperation in your pitiful eyes. That knowledge alone will be leveraged against you.
What do you get? Peace treaty. Why you all want peace? Oh god, he's gonna kill us all! Sure. You have conferred with King Leoncourt. Yes. Whatever. I think we'll take Artois, and then I'll have like 3 regions to build off. Oh, hello. They're raiding! Damn you, vampires. Mindless vampire, go away! So what's this army made up of? So, a Strigoi Ghoul King, Graveguard, Crypt Ghouls, Zombies, Fellbats. Oh, we actually have to declare war on them? Yeah, fine, whatever. Oh, and they ran away. They ran all the way up there. Well... Okay, they've got, what? Graveguard with great weapons, Cairn Race, Crypt Ghouls, Zombies, Direwolves, and Fellbats. I kind of would like to see maybe Graveguard being the best units in that army. Cairn Race are perhaps a little bit too strong. You know, like, I don't know, 2 units of zombies, units of skeletons. I don't know. That's sort of like the general armies which appear when a settlement's rebelling.
Destruction.
Okay, you can get Nicolette de Oisman, so we get plus 10 armor for our zombies. Fool! Wow, hang on. You're rank 8? Do we have, like... Rank 4. Tax rate. Recruit rank plus 2. Why are you so high in rank? Does a metal board have something? Recruitment, upkeep, no. Red Knight, Red Duke, do you have something? Unique ability. Like, are you like... No? You're not like training the units everywhere or something? No? Okay. I mean, your army is not that good.
What do you want?
Meh.
Everything dies.
Why are they rank 8? Whatever. Hey, look, we can get mounted peasant archers. Mutant mounted peasant archers. Now, I suppose we're getting it at rank 2, but... Yeah, okay. Hey, that's not very nice.
Darkness comes. Wipe them out.
What vile
Well, you're
filth stands before
willing to do a peace treaty. Become my
I
vassal.
must decline.
We do not need you for this. Serve me in life, or slave for me in death. Manfred's like, hey, that's my line. Okay, one more turn and we'll get another tower, and then we'll attack the settlement. I also hope that these armies don't get bigger the longer they're around. That they just stay small. I mean, maybe they could slowly grow, like 1 unit every turn or 2. Oh, thanks. Edvard van der Kral just dealt with them for us, so he did trespass in our lands. I wonder how the rebel armies there, though, are actually going to affect diplomacy. Because if they're at war with a bunch of factions and they're like vampire factions, these armies which spawn are like undead, then other good factions are probably going to be like, we're happy that you dealt with them. Should make people happier with each other.
Yes, let us parley.
Non-aggression pact. Nah. I'll have to see whether Marienburg has something like, you know, you were at war with the risen undead. Missing string. You're going to pay me 1,500. Milk them for resources. In that case, I feel like you shouldn't be able to open diplomacy with them. Or they should just be naturally antagonistic to everyone. If that's possible. Take a lands. So let's see. How do you feel about us? War with risen undead. Okay, yeah. So, I think that's a little bit of an issue with it. It's nice having the armies wandering around, but if I'm going to get plus 15 diplomacy with a faction because of attacking a rebel army like that, then that's going to stack up. And that's going to that's going to affect the other factions as well. Yeah, here, see, military actions against the risen undead, war with the risen undead, past war with the risen undead. They're getting like 11 points from that. Is it around the other way? Well, they weren't attacking any random armies, apparently. So, yeah, it could be a bit of an issue there. Just because it would give, like, you know, the Order factions more reason to ally with each other. Because they're like, oh, well, you're dealing with all these bandits all over the place. Okay.
Destroy them.
Right. Quick save. Scout terrain. And wow, it's just a castle. Let's go attack it. Is that plus 15 for that risen undead faction is quite a lot higher than the bonus from that other mod I have, which gives penalties if factions own territory traditionally owned by another faction. Which is only like 2 or 3. So gotta offset it. And it makes sense that they'd be happy about, like, the Empire dealing with beastmen. But in a way, I feel like it would be such a common occurrence that it would just be like, oh, you defeated some beastmen, great. They're a constant threat, well done. It wouldn't really factor into diplomacy, because it would be a given. Whereas, you know, defeating the war herd of Khazrak One-Eye would be like, oh, you dealt with Khazrak, good job, he's a big threat. Whereas these other ones are just like, oh, it's just rebel undead, or bandits, or something like that. I mean, part of what I'm thinking about with these smaller armies around the place is they're there mostly to cause conflict and trouble, and to not really do anything else. They're there to, like, raid order territories to make it harder for the Order factions to consolidate, to maintain control. You have to move your armies around to deal with them, but not really to do anything beyond that. Like, not enter diplomacy. They wouldn't give you gifts. They wouldn't benefit you diplomatically with other factions. Okay, you get off that. Skellingtons. You get on that.
We are ready.
Pullman, get out of there. You get in there.
We fight for Bretonnia.
Bretonnia.
Aye.
Yes, me lord. Ooh. Get to look at them. Black Grail Knights.
Fields trebuchet.
Vampire Lord.
Oh yes, and you're on a mount too. I'm going to put you... I don't have a unit appropriate for you. Actually, you're a Black Grail Knight, aren't you? Yeah, you could actually lead these guys. They don't really need leading, and you'd probably be better served leading my infantry, but... yeah. If I'll get a, necromancer and he can lead them.
Whole man.
Oh man!
Vampire Lord.
Bretonnia.
Okay, and not to forget all of our zombies coming. Okay, ooh. First up. While we look at our rather nice siege level we have, siege array we have going here, just having trebuchet makes the siege look so much more legitimate. Rather than all that. Anyway. Black Grail Knights. Okay. I like the knights. They look cool. They look... well, that's actually the, lord there. That's actually the hero there, so these ones here. Yeah. They look pretty much the same. They look cool. I feel the horses... I wonder if it's possible to use the, Empire barding for the horse. I know it's not traditionally what the Bretonnian units have, but on the little card down here, it does look like they have more sort of solid, like, steel armor for the horse. Is that like the Empire? Let's have a look. The Empire Knights. Where is a model? Kind of. Oh no. Yeah, it could work with that. You like darken the Empire Knight's armor. Let me see. Warhammer Black Grail Knights. Oh, I see. I think the image used is actually from the Warhammer Dark Omens. I haven't played that. Is there actually a model of them anywhere? What do they look like in Warhammer Dark Omens? Yeah, okay, they have skeletal horses. Yeah, sure. I suppose I was expecting their horses to look a bit more undead demonic. I mean, a skeletal horse is fine. That's what it is. I suppose it's just because skeletal horses look naturally kind of flimsy because they're so skinny. But you can't really help that. They're just bone. Yeah, okay. There's a image of a model. Sure. Maybe they had a bit more cambusum on them or something. If they had that neck guard, I think it would make them look a bit nicer. Can you take a part of the Empire Knights armor and put it on them? They do look cool though. Just maybe something on the front. Just like the snakehead. Yeah, I like the armor on the knights. Very nice. Are these vampires or skeletons? No, the skeletons in there. Are they supposed to be skeletons or are they supposed to be vampires? Let's see. Oh, he's got a skull in there. He's a spooky skeleton. Among the mightiest undead. I suppose they're like a powerful white than a vampire. So. But then there's Mellowboard. Mellowboard's a vampire, isn't he? And so is the Red Duke. But the Red Duke is like... I mean, I don't know. Mellowboard doesn't have a face under there. He's got a nose, so he's a... He's a vampire. He also sounds like one. Damn it. Why is the gate open? Okay. Move over there. You move there. You move there. Knock a hole in the wall there. All these zombies I want here. Peasant bowman go there. Fell bats can go here. Hounds. Yeah, they're putting the spears while they're up on the walls. There's actually spears lined up here in line. Do they have a catapult? No, they do not. Okay. Attack that gatehouse. Velbat! Attack those peasant archers? Where's some more? Well. Go here and attack them. Ooh, there's some. Squeak, squeak! Oh, can't forget with these few skeletons. And Mellowboard. Go there. Your pole arms, I don't want you on the walls. Your swords. Actually, no, you're not. Your swords. You're perfectly fine on the walls. Up ya go! My boots leak. We're gonna get soaked. I ain't boat duty. Attack the defensive stakes, my dogs. Bark, 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 bark. Okay, zombies. Oh wait, don't do that there, because they can't knock a wall down when there's ladders on it. Got that. Climb up on the walls. Oh god, so many bats. I hate bats. Hey, some of our bats survived. Oh, the other bats all died. Oh well. I think, actually, hang on. I think the, yeah, the defensive stakes are keeping the gate open. That's a bit of an issue. Because they stuck them down and they count as a unit, so the gate's being held open by the stakes. It shouldn't matter when the stakes get destroyed, but they shouldn't be using them on the walls. I mean, they're easy enough to destroy. They've only got 90 hit points. Even zombies can deal with them. Yeah, there we go. The gate's closing now. It's actually funny, the number of stakes in the unit is going down. Okay. March up. There we go. Yeah. Do that. Zombies. Oh, we took the gatehouse. Okay. Go over there. Oh, hello.
The king. Shields high.
How did you... Why did you get over there, dogs? Whatever.
Honor the lady.
Honor the lady. Slaughter in her name. Better not be any more stakes around here. Let me just check. No, looks like they're all gone. There's some there. Yeah, okay. Come on, get in there.
Moving out.
Blood magic!
Battle ready.
Curse of years. Can you imagine how demoralizing it is for these Bretonnian peasants to see undead Grail Knights? These things which are like living saints to them, and it's just like, oh jeez.
Vampire Lord.
Go over there. Oh, that was a problem. Stop shooting! You gotta hit some of my guys with your...
The battle rise against us.
My soul is aflame.
Yes, it is.
The lady will live.
Might also be nice if they had Bretonnian lances rather than the undead lances. The Vampire Count's lances. Just because this doesn't look really like the knight the lance a knight would use.
Vampire Lord.
All aboard, where are you?
Serve our liege.
Swiftly.
And you hack these peasants apart. See. How bad of a day are you having? Pretty bad. He's completely unfazed by it though. He's just like, well, that's an undead horse. Not much meat on it. Can't eat that. We're running out of food, my lord. Sorry. What? Half rations?
Victory awaits.
Yes.
Whole man. Yes, my lord.
I'm all broken. What's holding? Oh, up there. Come on. Peasant mob. Got torn to pieces by die wolves. Nom 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 nom. Come on, get up there. Hey, everything's broken. This is for that time you stuck me on a log and carted me around battlefields. I've come back and I'm here. I'm angry with what you did about my body.
Legendary paladin.
Come on, keep going, keep going. Good thing those stakes are gone. Oh. Okay.
An ancient power is rising. Hearken's blood.
Chase down a few more of the peasants. Slash, slash. I don't think they get back up if you knock them over there. No, because they're like out of bounds. I think they just die. Okay, end battle. Ah. 96. 61 kills for the Black Grail Knights. That's pretty good, pretty good. 63. I do kind of feel like the Black Grail Knights could have something which makes them a bit more special. The Perfect Vigor is nice. I don't think they have area of effect attacks like the Aspiring Champions. Which is, I mean, Aspiring Champions are foot units. They would have area of effect attacks actually, because they're on a horse. I think. Anyway, they're pretty cool. Is there anything else which I saw here about them? Oh, okay. Let's read a bit of lore about them, actually. The Black Grail Knights were the resurrected corpses of 12 long-dead Grail Knights of Bretonnia, greater and more infamous than even the Blood Dragons. Okay, same. Grail Knights are considered ultimate human warriors. Yep. Extremely powerful warriors fought relentlessly, mounted atop the animated remains of their once noble warhorses. They could not be slowed by difficult terrain and would never retreat from combat, or fear surrounded them at all times, causing enemies to panic and flee in their wake. So deadly were the warriors that some did not even know they were knights, believing instead that the Black Grail was an artifact of immense power and destruction. Many tried to defeat the undead order, and all failed. The Black Grail Knights were eventually destroyed by the army comprising of living Grail Knights led by Tristan de la Tour and a mercenary band of the Grudgebringers. Black Grail Knights are not to be confused with the Knights of the Black Grail, a relatively unknown group of blood knights who serve as Malabord's bodyguard. One of the shields wielded by these mighty knights was eventually reclaimed from the site of the final battle. Taken up as a powerful dark artifact, it became known as the Cursed Shield of Mousillon. Maybe that could be used as a basis for a bonus for them or something. What did it do? 6th edition. I don't have 6th edition, I have 7th edition, so I can't see what that is. Unfortunately. Anyway. Loot and occupy. We get Scroll of Power. Cool. And we'll repair that. And Sure. Get the lumberyard and... Actually, don't get the lumberyard. Get the charnel pit. And... demolish that, and we'll build a, the pyre building, or whatever it is, which spreads corruption. You can get Foe Seeker. You can get Beguile. Couronne is getting everything. Mousillon's fine. Okay. Ooh. Stop raiding our province. And Gesaro will be next. So go there and start channeling. Excellent. Ooh, we'll actually get another unique unit from that, I believe. Unless we have to defeat the entirety of Artois. So, what are we gonna do now? Certainly in a stronger position than I've ever seen Mousillon in when played by the AI. Or have I? I feel like I might have seen Mousillon take control of the Bretonnia once. Okay. Cool. Raise newly dead. Melee attack and melee defense +3 for zombies and skeletons. And we get strict. You get severe. And do we get another regiment of renown? Paravon. Carcassonne. No. Okay, so there's only a few based on different factions. Paravon, Carcassonne.
This better be important.
So I will build. Let's see. Yes, I'm gonna want to be spreading corruption here, so I think Bellfire Brazier will be good. Also because the Untainted is higher than the Vampire Corruption we're spreading, so got to get on top of that. Okay.
I will not.
Gesaro has... not much. Go and siege it. Don't tax the province for now. Actually, if the what's it called?
Wipe them out!
Yep, okay. I was going to say, if the auto-resolve is in our favor, then we'll just auto-resolve it. Cool. And we could subjugate them, actually. But we've already taken Artois. So they're just going to end up with Gisero, and we won't get much money from them. So I'm just going to occupy. We get a mortal informer. Artois has been obliterated. And let's get... Sure, hunting grounds.
This night,
You get another level, you can get... I'm gonna give you Blade Shield. And you can get Quick Blood. Malabord, you can get... Yep, Malabord's Barded Warhorse, I suppose. Sure. He is a knight, he should be mounted on a horse. That looks good. That's actually an undead horse? Oh, it says a Barded Warhorse, so it's actually a living horse? I mean, he's a vampire, so...
I hunt.
Find me, grave power.
Hey Kemler, how's it going?
You summon the Lich Master. I see. A pact, is it?
Defensive agreement? Nope. Why not, buddy? Thought you'd be happy with kicking Bretonnia around. Okay. Whoop. Hold on.
You dare.
Merge these units. Go make a bit more money from that. And we can upgrade Couronne. Or should we upgrade Lyonesse? Upgrade Couronne, because it's the biggest settlement. Commandment. Foster Terror. Is that Foster Terror? No, that's Harvest Corpses. Put Foster Terror there. Do we need that there? Our corruption's pretty high anyway. So we don't really need to do that.
I will alone. Oh, the land's looking lovely this time of year. So... Looking further south, we have... Baston, Bordelot, Paravon, and Carcassonne. Any of you want to be my vassal? Nope. Paravon!
Only the Grail companions of I refuse.
Nope.
Protector.
Bordelot.
The laws of chivalry.
No.
Nope. I'm more just asking them for the sake of it. You? Nope. I didn't expect any of you would accept. Wolves. We need more cavalry in our armies. And we're going to be able to get more. I'd like to get the Spirit Well so we can get the Damned Knight Errant, which we need the Ancient Armory for as well. I might want to build that in Langille, actually. Okay, tax the province, get money from it. And end turn. So, which faction should we go after next? I'm tempted to get Marienburg because the port there is really nice. Sort of cool it against Bretonnia for the moment, since we've got peace with them, and then go after Marienburg. Get that, we could get Grunzint. That would put our border on the Empire, and we might end up having to fight against the Empire at the same time we're dealing with Bretonnia. But if the Empire takes Marienburg... Ooh, there's a land encounter there. I'll send the Red Duke off to have a look at it. Okay, I haven't seen any Chaos armies spawned by this yet, I don't think. Oh. Call to dark magic users. Gisserol. What was that? He's like choking on his own evil. There are many necromancers hiding within mortal society. We must bring them under our thrall, so they may further our aims. Call to them and see which broken souls answer. Oh, we recruited a necromancer for free.
Your wish,
Thanks, Donovan Dumont.
follow me.
You can go. You can join, I don't know,
This better be important.
Red Duke's army, I suppose. You do as a necromancer. Point of interest. Sure. Go have a look at that. What's this? You did have to go over an army for that. Strange campsite. Fortified core. Physical resistance 25% and some money.
Strike out.
Really nice. I was hoping for a battle, but... Actually, is there anything else we can use this money on? Castle Artois. I want to get a lich yard. It'll allow us to recruit necromancers. We don't have one. Oh, we've got one here. Okay. Or do I want a poaching camp? We would have to take Castle Baston to be able to trade with the Blackstone post. Marienburg is a small settlement still. That army is pathetic. Hey, Malabord. Charge down there.
What do you want?
I am going to actually not build anything there. I'm going to sit on the money. And I think I'm going to take advantage of all the corpses here to recruit some more powerful units into Malabord's army, go and attack Marienburg. We can deal with this army and then we'll siege Marienburg. What's his name? Vanderkral's army is probably around somewhere else, so he's probably stronger. But you have the backup army there. I just really like Marienburg because the port. The port! It's so much filthy lucre. How many more turns apiece would we have with Bordelot? 4? 5, 6 maybe? Again, I kind of wish that I could move my capital from Mousillon to Couronne. Suppose if we changed our capital, we'd have to change our faction name from Mousillon to Couronne. So. It's actually come to think of it, it's really good because either we can get Marienburg, or we get Marienburg and we get Bordelot, because Bordelot has a good port as well. And then there's Ehrengrad. And what other good ports are there? Lothern. That's like 4. Can't think of any others. I'm thinking of the ones which generate like 2,000 gold each. At level 4. Level 5. Or settlement level 5. Building level 3. Ooh, there's another point of interest there. Okay. Get rid of a bunch of these zombies. Get Skellings. Wait. Hold on. I'm raising dead and I can get peasant bowmen. Okay. They're not dead though. They're not dead yet. Get them and get those knights. Oh, yes. Lovely. You can go.
This better be important.
Oh, kind of is. I'll get 2 zombies as well.
Darkness comes.
Okay, attack there. What's this? Aggression. Physical resistance, Mathland's blessing. Lovely.
It is night.
And should I get something else with you instead of those zombies I just got? 2 units of crypt ghouls? How about 2 units of crypt ghouls for the poison attacks? Go. Okay, move over here. You can move to here.
They will serve.
Also has chaos corruption around it. What's Van der Kral's army like? Halberdiers, swordsmen, some crossbows, some outriders. Yeah, it looks about normal.
Ready?
Necromancer. You can go over here. Go and explore. What's your bonus, actually? Tough. No. Okay.
That will do nicely. Bats and wolves.
Okay. No, you don't get that. You're not good enough. Motherboard. Lichbone Pennant. And you can get Corpse Thief. And I'll keep a slot open because you have another unique follower still to get. That's fine. Actually, I'm going to force march you. Because we're not at war with Marienburg yet. They don't have walls. Good.
The Empire.
They have some Sartosa free company. Can they get them in Marienburg? Apparently so. Not seeing them recruitable anywhere there, but I've got them. Okay. End turn. I should have put you in Gisserol so that you get increased unit replenishment. Oh well. Hmm. Oh yes, there's also the question about what we do about what's her name? Rapance. All the way down in the Araby. And the other crusading crusading Bretonnian factions. They're not vampires, not yet. Sue. Carcassonne declares war on the Man-Blight tribe. I suppose they moved down from Mousillon to pester the Fey Enchantress. Slavers of Zarnagrund. Bonds of Flesh. Recruitment cost minus 20% for zombies. Blessed be the ties that bind, for they shall last forever. I thirst. Go at war with one of these factions. Maybe the Puppets of Chaos are the rebel factions. Because they don't usually show up so early. Diplomatic relations +5 for the Barrow Legions. A scroll of leeching. That would be nice, but... well... you don't have Ogham stones there, so that's fine. If you did... we would suffer from... a great decrease in our corruption here. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, you can't get there. Just out of range. What's Edvard van der Krol's ranks? Pirate, mercenary, smuggler, gallows thief, and renowned blackguard, Captain Edvard van der Krol has been many things in his life, almost all of them disreputable. His armored, armor-piercing missiles, regeneration, and duelist. Really? Regeneration? Causes fear, 15% missile resistance, encourage, hide forest, fire while moving, and Manand's luck. Seafather looks after his own. For himself, 15 seconds, plus 22% damage resistance and plus 24 melee defense. I'm not seeing regeneration. Maybe that's something he gets later on. Maybe it's on an item or something he can get. Armor piercing. Yeah, okay, I suppose he's got a pistol. And... yeah, okay. He's a good duelist. Maybe he has an ability where he's able to recruit units. Like that. And this. That's just... I don't know. Empire State soldiers. Go in here. Well, it's gonna rebel anyway. Sigh. Why? Corruption's too low. Well, whatever. We can deal with the rebellion. Okay, so... you go here. Raid. You go here. Raid. They're going to be unhappy about that, but that's perfectly fine. Because we're not honourable. It'd be interesting if we had the chivalry mechanic. It wouldn't be appropriate, but... ooh, we encounter Middenland. Wait, hang on. Is that... It's just me, or is that province there looking particularly, dead? Is that vampire corruption there? Being taken by... undead or something? All those trees look... Oh, hello. Well, that answers that question. There goes Manfred. There he goes. How's it going, Manfred? What you up to, me old lad? Where are you going? Going to... What you get to what you think you're gonna do? Midland and Marienburg get a military alliance with each other. Oh, great. I suppose if I'd declared war on them straight away, they wouldn't have been able to drag Midland into the war now, but whatever. What's a few more enemies? For my halfling campaign, well, it could be problematic. But that was fun. The patch hasn't come out yet, so we're still dealing with the vampire counts with one army sending their armies all over which way. So yeah, he's having a bit of a moment. Yeah, Marienburg's owned by Sylvania. There's Boris. He's not at war with Sylvania. That's interesting. Dorf. It's funny. Manfred just like went from Castle Drakenhof over here, apparently took Marienburg. I don't know if he's taken any other provinces there. Went right past Altdorf, and it's just off he goes. Okay. Right. So I want you to.
The nation calls.
Oh, you went into Fort Burberry. Right. We can't really take that. That's... Great swords, halberds, swordsmen, crossbows, Empire Knights, great cannons, and mortars. I want to attack Marienburg. We have the numbers. Sure. Of course we do. Impudent. We call to Ulrich, the god of battle, wolves and winter. Yeah. This bone pennant. Where's the knights?
Kill them, raise them, bring me flesh to craft.
Okay, move up. And I'll take you out of that stance. And I think we'll do this battle and then I'll call it for the night. So, let me see. They have a great cannon. Empire soldiers. We're kind of lacking in magic. We have numbers. And relentlessness. Malabord also does cause terror. Doesn't he have other bonuses against humans? We have 10 extra armor and zombies also. Yeah, attribute causes terror and fight against Bretonnia, Lord's army. Oh, that's only Bretonnia. Okay. No, don't you have something which is like against men? Or is that the Red Duke? That might be the Red Duke. Kingslayer, Stalker of Arden. What was that thing which it mentioned?
Destroy them.
Is it on you? No. Hmm. Okay, well, anyway. Let us attack Marienburg. Yeah, we won't bother building any siege weapons, siege equipment and all that. Hey, and we've got the unique map for Marienburg. That's pretty cool. Oh wait, we can't attack it right, Elf, because we don't have any siege equipment. We need a battering ram at least. Right. Well, I suppose hold off the siege. I'm so used to having a unit with like a siege attacker. Red Duke has. Oh, hello. No, you don't. Hector? Well, if you wish. Okay. In turn. And I suppose I will wait a turn or two and get some siege equipment since I have to anyway. Lothern is attacking Tor Corali. You feel you have a good chance against me. Oh, hello, your other army came in. Yeah, yeah. Well, without the walls, I kind of feel like we have a fairly good chance against this. Maybe? Or should I retreat? If I retreat, there's no guarantee my two armies will be next to each other, so I think we're in a better position right now. Even if we fail, what? We'd lose a Necromancer board. Malabord will come back. And that means also that they've moved their army out of Fort Burbray. Maybe I should have sieged... No, if I'd sieged Fort Burbray, they'd just have attacked the Red Duke. So... Timotheus van Blount. Blount? So, I think the living outnumber us. But we have tenacity? And direwolves and fellbats. So we can actually hunt down their outriders. Deny them their maneuverability from them. And deal with their crossbowmen with my Black Knights. They are only Black Knights. Ooh, yes, all of our units have got 25 physical resistance. I was wondering whether that was just going to apply to my lord or my entire army, but my entire army has 25% physical resistance. Actually, come to think of it, playing as Truthsayers of Albion, if you find that you get 25% physical resistance on your army, that would increase it to oh, what? They've got 25 base, and they get 15 from the woad. So they got to 40, and then with that, you'd get up to 65 physical resistance on your entire army. 65 physical resistance on the units which have woad. Because not all of them do. Okay. Renaud is with me. He likes what he sees. Apparently. I hate those humans, Renaud says. Those living. Always messing up the place. Okay. Wolves go here. Bats. No bats go there. Malabord. Go there. The head of the Black Knights. Okay. And they're getting reinforced from the same direction. Should we... We're reinforcing from opposite sides of the map. Should we wait? Or should we attack quickly? I feel we should wait. Usually when I attack quickly, it ends up not going too well. Especially with slow units like the undead have with their zombies. And we don't have any hard-hitting spells to deal with it quickly, so... If we, We're actually attacking this from an odd direction, aren't we? Starting over here. Don't you usually start over here? What was I saying about before that? I don't know. We don't have any hard-hitting spells, so we wouldn't be able to deal with their numbers quickly enough to avoid ourselves getting swamped. I think it's better if we move and consolidate our units and then attack them. Okay, those zombies. Oh, you're attacking me. That's right, because you actually engaged in combat with me. Ooh. Hey, direwolves, go over here. They're being foolish. They're moving their units ahead of their artillery. Charge over here. Go up against the wall, actually. Go up against the edge of the map and move along here. Yes, like that. Go. You're all lurching as quickly as you can. Just lurch this way. There we go. Oh, hello. Chase them down. Or chase them off, at least. Get moving! Uh-oh. Cannonballs! Felbats, go for those outriders. The cannon's got like one volley off, but... Ooh, actually, hang on. All of our units... in Malabord's army have terror. Yeah, it causes terror. Ooh. Malabord causes terror. That's actually pretty damn good. And I feel that's wrong, because it says Bretonnia. It doesn't say the Empire. That's neat. That means we're super spooky scary against the living. At least some of our units are. Whoa. Just cast it on whoever you can. So much undead. Hey, you caught them. Well done. Okay, go over here, Malabord. They're all getting terrified. Oh boy, this is going to be a lot easier than I thought. Fear lowers the morale of units. Terror actually can make them flee before their morale breaks. So it's particularly good. Especially with cavalry. Hey, how's it going? And it's on our direwolves too. Chase them down. Go over here. Also, our units all have physical resistance, so they're tougher too. It is a good time to be undead. Come on. Chase them down. Oh, the frame rate's suffering a bit. Oh, my poor computer. Oh well. I think they're all fleeing. No, they're all just retreating. Or maneuvering to a more advantageous position. I.e. another battlefield. Anywhere where there's not all these undead. And we don't have to worry about stakes either. Because they're not Bretonnia. Malabord, charge up there. Something I have to remember about Malabord is that even though he is a lord, and we're playing as a, essentially a vampire count faction, he does not actually have any spells of his own. He is a pure combat lord. So we don't get the benefits of, Van Hell's Dance Macabre on him. Here he comes! Skeletons, are you charging in as well? Wah! Let's remove this foliage. That is a massive blob.
I am eternal. To all. Our time is now. With haste.
Skeletons! Charge into the rear here, please. Boo!
I thirst.
Sigma! That's dented your armor.
No, I don't think so. Gallingtons, what are you doing? Get out of there. They're all terrored. Chase them down. Come on. Nom nom nom. Eat all those lovely living fleshy bodies. Wait, is that... Oh no, that's a skeleton warrior. I was thinking, is that one of our mutant peasants fighting without a head? But no. Yeah. Yeah. There's their lord. Ah, he's attacking my... Oh no, yeah, that's infant funk to crawl. They're all broken.
Only in unlife will they see. Master Necromancer.
Yeah, Master Necromancer, you need to get out of there. Otherwise you're going to be a Master Dead Necromancer. And just mass route. Beautiful. Yes, you do. Go for wherever for whomever you can reach. Where's Matterboard? Yes. The hordes of skeletons and undead poured out of Bretonnia and into the lands of the Empire, tearing apart all the living that before them. Though you've got to admit, they do look pretty cool. That'd be a neat story for, like, campaign where it's like... We haven't heard anything from Bretonnia for a while. It went quiet. And then on the horizon you just see armies of undead Grail Knights and Knights of the Realm. Or you just see them all and you're like, oh, there they are. Right, then. They're all undead. No. Oh, they're all fleeing off the map. We're not going to be able to kill too many. Ooh. Get them. Get them. Get them. Get those halberdiers. Yeah, you're not close enough. Ow. Oh well. Okay. Close victory. Close victory? Really? No. No, I'd say that was a pretty solid victory. 110, 96, 22, 115 on those Empire Swordsmen, but was it enough? 59, 225 on those criticals. I'm glad I got them. 49. 58, 45, 45, 31, 19, 46, 13, 56, 42, 27, 20, 29, 293 on our Black Knights. Ooh. The raid. Wait, Asbeth. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. We're playing Warhammer 2 Total War Mousillon. And we've just kicked Marienburg's collective butt. rather severely. Effective of physical resistance and terror on our units. Goes very nicely. Lots of undead. So, welcome all. Ooh, spell shield. And you got a rank. Apparently 101 of them. Don't think you got that many ranks, lad. Dominate captives. Oh, going to sleep. Have a good rest of the stream. Bye. Thank you very much. Gotta say, I think I'll probably be ending here soon anyway, but... Because it's late here as well, so I'm getting a bit tired. I have to find someone to send people off to. Gotta be a chain of raids. If anyone is up. Yeah, because that battle went for like 15 minutes or so. Oh, and apparently we encounter Lothern.
Reek of anguish or hopelessness. Yes, let us parley.
Yeah, what do you want? Non-aggression pact? No. You're fighting Carcassonne. That's like... You're their problem, you're not my problem. Okay, dealt with you. Got a spell sword, grave for the greedy. It's better to swim in the sea below than to swing in the air and feed the crow. Defeated Edvard van der Kral, and we got passive ability to drunken when fighting at sea. I don't know if that was Malabord. I mean, he is a vampire, I'm pretty sure, so... No, that's like the, Vampire Coast. Don't they get, like... rum-infused blood or something? Or blood-infused rum? Hello, Manfred. Are you gonna help or anything? No? Fine. Auto-resolve. Yep, we lost unit zombies. Oh no. Loot and occupy. Ooh, Scarecrow banner. Nice. -8 leadership. And a Skull of Power. Man's Ruin. Okay. Repair that. Sure. You can get... I don't know. What is Malabord? Is he a vampire or is he like just a cursed human? Because he gets regeneration from this, but he doesn't get like the hunger. So I suppose he's kind of an enigma. Yeah, we'll get False Grail Blessing. Sure. Regeneration during combat. Pretty good. And you can get Curse of Undeath for the unit replenishment.
I'll ignore that.
Bruckert. And do I want to have the Defiled Cairn here? Allows us to get cavalry. This is the building I wanted. 2,000 income generated. Very nice. Yeah, I think we'll keep that. We'll be able to get another unit or two of cavalry. Yep. Sure. Do we get, like, how many dead was that battle? Does it actually count it? Okay. You take Grungsint. I don't think you could with your current army. Get Shady Township. And Also, you deal with this. Rebel army. Squish! Cool. Turn captives. Oh, okay. Well, we've got the Scroll of Leeching. And a Featherfoe Talk. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
This better be important.
Jaken went up a level. He can get Blade Shield level 2. And in Couronne, I am going to get... I'm going to get Spirit Well. Actually, can we upgrade? I'm going to instead upgrade Shady Township because I want the Spirit Well to be able to get these damn Knights Errant, which are ghostly cavalry, which will be pretty cool. But damned questing knights, damned Knights of the Realm, that's going to be fun when we get that. Also the Wailing Hags, Banshees, and Cairn Wraiths. But I think I'm going to have to hold off on that a little bit. Do we get anything else? Gives us 50 extra income. Forest is probably going to be coming to attack us. Okay, well... as I said, it is quite late, so I'm actually going to call the stream there. I apologize for people who just arrived from the raid, but it's late. There are things I want to do tomorrow, so... And that will be it for Warhammer 2 Total War Mousillon. We'll continue with it tomorrow, though. We did pretty good. We've kept hold of Couronne. We dealt with Artois. We've made peace with the rest of Bretonnia for the moment. And I've taken advantage of that, and we've gone and attacked Marienburg and taken that. Now it's just a matter of holding it, which I feel Malabord will be able to do against Middenheim or Midland. So yes, and then it's just... I don't know. I suppose dealing with the rest of Bretonnia. I would like to get vassals amongst them. As I said, I feel that would be more humiliating for them. But that depends on how likely the AI is to accept that. Come to think of it though, there is a specific research we have at the end of our economy tree which increases our diplomacy with Bretonnian factions by 100 points. Which we could get to, you know, open them up to the idea of joining with us. But anyway, that will be all next time. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time.